Guys, welcome back to Watch Me World channel. Here's the ingredients for our recipe today. It's Taco Thursday. And now guys, we're gonna be washing our chicken in some vinegar and lime slices and rinse it about 3 times and prepare to cut that up small. So as you guys may have heard before, the popular term Taco Tuesday, but it is Thursday today and we felt for something taco-like. So I am going to be making some quesadillas today, as well as a naked bowl, which you'll see me topping off. So like when you go to the store, they call it a naked bowl because you're not actually putting it in the wrap. So you're just basically eating all the toppings in a bowl or on a plate. And then I'm also going to be doing a burrito, which is not a taco, but it goes with the taco theme, right guys? So for my chicken, I am using 1 chicken breast and I am going to be dicing it up in cubes, as you can see me doing right now. And then after that, I'm going to prepare the seasoning for this chicken. So I'm going to be using some Lawrys. I will be using about half teaspoon, also half teaspoon of Cool Runnings all-purpose seasoning, and then I'm going to be putting on some peppercorn onto the chicken, guys. So I put all the mixture in one, then I mix it together, as you guys always know I do, and then I just basically scoop out 2 spoonfuls out of that and I'll set it aside for later on. Now it's time to put on our peppercorn, and once we get that done guys, we're going to give it a good massage, making sure that the seasoning goes into the chicken, and then you're going to set it aside to marinate for about 20 minutes until you prepare everything. So now we're going to be sauteing our chicken, guys. I just put a half cork full of oil, and now I'm going to be adding in the chicken breast, and I'm going to be cooking this on a medium heat, so about 6 or 7. And basically you're sauteing this. It doesn't take long to cook guys, because we are using chicken breast and it's boneless. So I'd say about 10 minutes it will be done. So now once that is cooking guys, we're going to be cutting up our vegetables. So I am going to be cutting up some scallion or green onion, whichever one that you have guys. I'm using the scissors because you know I like that nice finish on the scallion. And once I'm done cutting up my scallions, I'm going to be cutting up some tomatoes. And I'm using 1 whole tomato for this because we are going to be using this in our burrito as well as in the naked bowl. So now I'm just going to be cutting up all that tomato, basically just cutting them up in smaller pieces. And you could do this any size that you prefer guys, but I want it nice and small, so you know you get a bite size in each spoonful or in your burrito or your wrap, whatever you decide to make. Once I get that all done, I am going to also be adding in some coleslaw into this. So I recently went to Burrito Boys, which is a burrito place here in Canada, and they also did the coleslaw, and I said wow, this tastes really good in the burrito as well as in the naked bowl. So I said, you know what, I'm going to be using this into my recipe whenever I'm making it now. And I don't do it exactly like them because I don't know their recipe, but I do my own rendition on it. So now I'm going to be making my guacamole. You want to make sure when you're making your guac that you get a nice ripe avocado, or in Jamaica they call it pear, and then you're going to be sprinkling on some lemon juice. You can use the container one, but I use the fresh lemon, as well as sprinkle on some salt to that. You want to make sure that your avocado is ripe, because mine wasn't really fully ripe, so it doesn't give you that smooth texture, but it's okay. I kind of like mine not too smooth. I want to taste the avocado, like little bits of avocado while I'm eating it in my burrito or either in my bowl. So that texture is good for me. But if you want the texture to be smoother, go for a really ripe avocado. Now for my coleslaw, I'm also using that same lemon, that half lemon that I cut, and squeezing on that because I'm just using a little bit of coleslaw. And then I basically put on 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar and literally 1 squeeze of mayonnaise, and then I'm going to mix that up and add it to the side. Now there's 2 different ways that I do my coleslaw, but for this one I want it to have a more tangy taste, so I am going with the lemon for this. I will show you in later videos how I do my coleslaw for like Sunday dinner, but for my taco or my burrito, this is how I do it. Now guys, I'm gonna prepare to get the corn ready as well as the black peas. So I'm just basically warming up the corn in the microwave. I make sure to wash your tins too, guys. And then for my black beans, I am going to be cooking them on the stove, and the same seasoning that I had used for the chicken, I will be adding some of that on into the black beans to simmer down in, as well as some peppercorns. See, I'm adding in a little bit of the seasoning right now, and then I'm going to add my peppercorns in and give that one good stir and let that cook down for about 5 minutes while everything is preparing, because it's already cooked, but you just want to make sure that seasoning does soak in properly. Now it's time to make the quesadilla, guys. So I put sour cream into my quesadilla, and then I also put in some mozzarella cheese and cheddar cheese onto my quesadilla. And once I get that done, I basically just you could use a skillet for this, or you can use the pot, and I put a little bit of butter in the pot and I just let that cook for a little bit, brown on both sides before it's finished. Like, it's a easy cheesy recipe, guys. You don't have to put sour cream in it, but I like mine with sour cream. Now I'm just gonna set that aside until it's time to plate, guys. So it's time to make our burritos. So I first add on my chicken, and then after I add on my chicken, I add on my black beans. You want to put enough in there, not too much, because you want to make sure that your burrito seals properly. Now I'm adding on my mozzarella cheese, my cheddar cheese now, and then I'm going to add on some coleslaw inside, just a little bit, not too much. And now I'm going to be adding on my lettuce, my green onions, my tomatoes, and then I will be adding on some corn as well, some sour cream. And then I will be adding in some avocados. And once I get all my avocados in, not too much, just enough, I'm gonna seal my wrap, guys. So this is the art to this. You want to make sure that you close the top and the bottom first, and then tuck everything in, and then just basically fold it over. Once you get it all folded over, I put it back into the pot so that it kind of seals it off right there. And now I'm just going to be plating now, guys. I'm eating my wrap with fries as well as my quesadilla. So for this plate, this is the naked bowl that I had mentioned before. I am going to be putting down my fries first, my chicken, and then I top it off with some tortilla chips on the side. After I put my tortilla chips, I put a little bit more gravy on everything. So it gives a nice little chicken flavor on everything. And now my black beans, I just make sure that it goes all over my chicken. And then I top it off with some cheese on that so that it melts, because the peas are really hot. So it will melt faster, and I don't need to add it in the microwave. Now I add on my cheddar cheese. And now it's time to add my corn. And then I'm just going to be topping it off with all the things that I had cut up before, guys. My coleslaw. And then I'm going to add on my lettuce. And then some tomatoes, as well as my green onions or scallion, whatever you call it, guys. Oh, for this one, I did add on a little bit of jalapeno, which you'll see in the end. And then I'm going to be adding on my avocado as well, just on little sides of the plate so I could dip it in with my chips. And then I'm gonna finish that off with some sour cream right beside my avocado. And then lastly, as I mentioned before, my jalapeno gives it a nice little kick, guys. So this one is the not the fresh jalapeno, but it's the pickled one, and that's the end result, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching my videos, and this is a picture of my bowl, which I really enjoyed eating. Thanks for watching.